Hey, it's Paul with Fat Guys on the Road. I'm very thankful to be alive and well today. If you hear wind in the background, it's because I'm on the back porch, and that's actually pretty fitting considering this video and what all happened, but we'll get into that later. I traveled up the turnpike to Tulsa with the guys from Halen, the best tribute band to the legendary Van Halen there is, and they did a show at the venue Shrine, and everything went really well. The show was great, the crowd was great, and everything was going pretty well until it wasn't. But again, we'll get into that later. I just want to talk a little bit about why I think Van Halen is one of the greatest rock bands ever. I've been a big fan of theirs since I was about 7, and the album 1984 came out, and they started playing those videos on MTV, and that pretty much I was addicted to both MTV and Van Halen from that point on. My vast knowledge of 80s music that I gained from MTV as a child paid off for me last summer as I was on a cruise with my family for my sister's wedding, and I got selected by my family to play a game show of 80s music trivia, and I'm sorry to Jason wherever you are, but I pretty much annihilated the guy. Won 14-1 on the questions, and I became known on the cruise ship as the King of the 80s, or Mr. MTV, so that was a lot of fun. I've seen Halen more times than I can count at this point. I've not been able to travel with them everywhere. They've been from Los Angeles at the Whiskey A Go to the Gulf Coast and all over the place, and they're still going. I will post their Facebook page on here in a little bit, so you can check that out and see where all they're going to be. And as you can see from this video, we had a lot of fun. It's always good to get together with good friends and get a little crazy and cut loose and make new friends as well. This show is extra special because we were celebrating Allie's birthday. Like I've said before, I think that I knew Allie before I knew Drew. I knew her in college, and Drew came around a couple years after I met her, and we've had a lot of fun together over the years, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come. We'd like to thank everybody at the venue Shrine in Tulsa for having us and being great hosts, and they really did a great job and took care of us. The sound guy, who I think was also the manager, had a big computer monitor up by his soundboard, and he was watching the weather all day, and that actually turned out to be pretty valuable at the end of the night. And like I said, we'll get into that later, but yeah, they really took care of us, and it's a great place, and everybody should check it out. So this is our first video in Tulsa, and oddly enough, Tex, who lives in Tulsa, was not there because somebody thinks he's got to take a cruise every year on his birthday, which, you know, who can blame him? They're a lot of fun, but he missed a very eventful evening in Tulsa, to say the least, and he might have some surprises waiting for him when he gets home. But anyway, enough of me blabbering on. Here's some of the music from the awesome Halen.
Oh,
Okay, hope everybody enjoyed that. As I've alluded to a couple times, after the show was over, we were loading up, and everybody was still having a great time. We knew there was weather coming in. We'd been watching the radar, and we were loading up, and it started to thunder and lightning, and that really kicked us into gear. And we were just about done loading when things really got hairy. I guess there weren't any tornadoes, but it was straight line winds in Tulsa. They said over 105 miles per hour, and on Saturday night and into Sunday, over 95% of Tulsa had no power, no cell service, none of that. And I guess right now it's about 50% of the people up there still have no power. So they said it might be this Saturday or Sunday before they get it back, and our thoughts and prayers are with everybody up there and across the state of Oklahoma, and I'm sure everybody would appreciate it if you'd say a prayer for them, everybody that was affected. We'll talk about our experience with it. It was pretty crazy in our next video. Thanks for watching.